Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. So today I'm down at Hendrick Lexus Northlake. We're going to check out their 2022 Lexus LS500. So huge shout out to them for providing this luxury sedan for me today. Make sure you guys check out their website. All that info is down in the description. The LS500 that you see behind me is finished off in eminent white pearl with a list price just over $90,000. And to start off today's review, let's take a look at what powers this LS500. This has a 3.5 liter twin turbo V6 paired to the 10-speed automatic transmission. It pumps out 416 horsepower around 6,000 RPM and 442 pound-feet of torque around 1,600 RPM. That power sent to the rear wheels. This weighs in right around 4,700 pounds. It'll do 0 to 60 in 4.5 seconds with a top speed of 136 miles an hour. And it has a fuel capacity of 21.7 gallons. You'll expect to see around 18 miles per gallon in the city and 29 out on the highway. This has a wheelbase of 123 inches. Its overall length is 206.1. It has a width of 74.8 and a height of 57 inches. And now as we move on to the exterior styling for this LS500, let's start off with the hourglass design for the grille. Very iconic for Lexus. I think it gives it a very classic look. And with the Lexus badge being the forward-facing sensor as well, it doesn't break up the rest of this grille, which has a really nice design throughout that mesh. There's even some parking sensors located in it too. And on this model, the surround is finished off in chrome, which matches nicely with this exterior white. This has LED headlights, DRLs, and turn signals, and I really like that the DRL is separated from the turn signal, so that way the DRL always stays on and has that really nice design, a very crisp point right in the middle of the housing. It matches nicely with the lines that are surrounding that hourglass shape. There's even more cutouts in the lower section of the bumper, as well as more chrome trim, just to tie it in nicely. And very crisp lines run down the hood. So there is one that goes right off the point of that hourglass. It kind of fades away and a new line starts going to the base of the A-pillars. As we move on to the side now, this has a set of 20-inch wheels finished off in chrome with a multi-spoke design. Matches nicely with the rest of the chrome trim as well as the strip running in the lower side skirt. This has a three-tone design for the mirrors, body colored chrome and gloss black. They have the integrated turn signal as well as a camera. And this even has a full black roof, just to give it more of that classy appearance with the sunroof. More chrome trim surrounds the windows as well. It's even on the door handles too. And for having so much chrome, it works nicely again with this white exterior. There's also a line just above the height of the door handles. It fades off a little bit towards the taillights. More chrome trim in the lower section. And for the rear, this has a set of LED taillights. This has a backup camera with all the parking sensors. There's more chrome trim surrounding the dual exhaust and some more black trim right in the middle. So that is a look for the exterior on this LS500. Let's move on to the cargo space. This has a power trunk. You can use the button on the key fob or the one over on the right side, which is nicely hidden away. Now this has a lot of space for this four-door sedan. Even with the back seats up, you can tell the items that are in here right now give it a lot of interior storage, making this a very practical daily. And you cannot fold the back seats down, so that really opens up the space to allow you to put in a lot of items. And like I mentioned, this is a power trunk. There is a grab handle, however, if you have that off, over on the left side, you can just push on that and it will automatically close. And now we can make our way to these back seats. And when I open up the door, this model has a really nice tan interior to match this white exterior. What I love on the LS500 is that the grab handle with the window control has a floating design to it. I can stick my hand through where you can see that you have this massive grab handle, and that floating design just gives it a really nice luxurious touch. There's a cool insert in the back with all the stitching, even some trim piece. This has the Mark Levinson audio sound system with the brushed aluminum release handle and a little bit of storage down in the lower section of the door. And then these back seats have a great design to them. I am 5'10" and it's very easy to hop into the back. My head clears the roof very nicely. With the front seat set at my height, there is plenty of room for my feet and my legs. There's also a massive storage pocket behind both front seats, a 12-volt right in the middle, as well as 2 AC vents. And then above my head, I have around an inch or two, but it is very comfortable. You feel like you just sit back into this like it's a couch cushion. Very comfortable to be in the back seats. Right in the middle, if I pull this massive armrest down, you can see there's a good amount of storage space with this opened. And then there's a bunch of controls in the front section where we have the heated seat adjustments for both seats. There's an auto button. If I push on the sunshade control, that will adjust the one for the back glass. So you can quickly put that up and down if needed. And if you need a little bit more room on that passenger side, you can adjust that seat by holding this to move that forwards and backwards. Pretty cool to see that, along with the automatic adjustments for the AC. And then when I close that up, even the entire headliner is finished off in Alcantara. There's a dome light on both sides because we do have a sunshade right in the middle, as this has that split design for it. And then up in the roof, there are even mirrors, so you can look at yourself if you need to. There's also speakers too, making this a very, very luxurious backseat area to be in. You could get chauffeured around in this if you really wanted to. And as we move on to the front seats now, the door panels finish off just like the rear, obviously, with the addition of all of the window controls, side mirror adjustments, even the memory seating adjustments as well. A little bit of storage space in the lower section, and that same design, giving it a very premium feel. These front seats have even more of a design running down the insert, and they are automatic, so all those adjustments are down on the side. Very low door sill, so it's easy to enter and exit these front seats. That door opens up very wide too. For this steering wheel, it has a combination of solid leather as well as this trim piece in the upper and lower section. On this right side is all the cruise control, adaptive cruise, even the lane keeping assist. There's mode for the radio as well as tuning. On this left side, there's volume as well as Bluetooth and voice commands. And these arrows will adjust the center screen, as we'll get to here soon once we start this up. And in order to do that, with my foot on the brake, that button is over on this right side, we can bring this to life. And looking at this gauge cluster, on the far left is the engine temperature, far right is the fuel gauge, and right in the middle for this digital screen, you can see what gear you're in, as well as the outside temperature, the odometer. The tach is right in the middle, as well as miles per hour. And then you can go through a lot more info using these buttons over on the left side. So if I scroll over to the right, I can pull up any messages. When you have your phone paired, you can look at that. There's also a lot of standard safety features that you can turn on and off, as well as the parking sensors, blind spot. You have a lot of different settings just depending on what you'd like to see. You can also pull up your trip information, look at all these averages as needed. There's an economy meter. You can look at some boost as well as tire pressure. And then there's the compass, music that you can pull up, and then we're back to that lane keeping assist. Now this also has steering wheel mounted paddle shifters. Those are finished off in a brush trim to match the logo right in the middle, as well as the trim pieces surrounding all of those controls. Over on this left side, all the way at the bottom, is the trunk release as well as the fuel cap release. There is a little bit of storage if you'd like to place some smaller items there. If I click on view, you can actually pull up the 3D camera system. So it will display with this graphic here, just giving you a good once over if there's anything around this vehicle. Pretty neat to be able to see that. And then we'll go through that 3D camera system here in just a little bit. There's also the heads-up display, so you can monitor that. Currently, it's showing the miles per hour as well as the tach. You can see what gear you're in, as well as the lane keeping assist and a compass too. The entire dash on this model is finished off in leather, which is a really nice touch. And then on both sides of the gauge cluster, we have these stalks. So on this left side, if I turn it down, that is for snow mode. You can also turn on and off traction control by pushing the end of the stalk. Over on this right side, you have the different driving modes. So turning it down is for normal or comfort. Turning it up, you can go into Sport Plus and Sport S Plus. And then if you push on the end of it, that will go back to normal. So pretty cool to be able to see that. And then right in the middle, we have this massive screen where you can go through a lot of information. Let's start off with the body color setting. I can change the color of how I'd like to see this vehicle. We're in a white vehicle, you can change it to red. So kind of neat to see if you want to change preferences. But if I go into menu now, this is what the main screen looks like, where the lower section has all of these presets. So we have destination, audio, phone. You can go into apps, so there's some information here that you can download if you need to. If I go back now, we can even pull up the navigation in full screen. This has projection, which is how you can pair your phone to this system, info setup, even the climate control settings, so you can easily go into this and check everything out. From your front seats, you have the heated seats, heated steering wheel, heated rear seats. You can go through a lot of functions within the climate controls there. You can even adjust that screen with all these down below. So if I click on map, that's a quick shortcut to map. We have menu, as you already saw with all those presets, the trackpad just behind that, so you can even swipe your finger and go through all that info. So it's really helpful. It's a large screen, so it gives you a lot of great graphics for all that information. There are two air vents underneath that, and I like the pattern that goes around the engine start stop and all the way over to the passenger side. Just ties it in very nicely with the leather that extends underneath it. All of the climate controls are nicely laid out right in the middle. There's even a small screen to show you your temperature. It will adjust on the upper screen too, but very cool to see that in the lower section. Some of the radio controls are underneath that. We even have power and tuning for the radio. This has a CD player underneath that. And then looking at the shifter, in order to put this into reverse, I'm going to push this to the left and up. It will go back into that center position, but it is in reverse. As you can tell, we have a red Lexus right now on that one side. And there's a few different settings just depending on what you'd like to see. You can further adjust the guidelines as well if you need to. To go into drive, we'll go all the way back. You will see D light up. And then to go into the manual setting, I'll just push it back once. Now we can shift using the steering wheel mounted paddle shifters. And then park is the big P over on that left. This also has an air ride suspension, so you can adjust that height just by pushing on that button. We have the sunshade all the way in the back that you can quickly put up and down. We have controls for the heated seats and steering wheel. And then pushing on this far right button is for all the adjustments for these seats. You can adjust the bolsters, the lower bolsters, by your shoulders, even the headrest too, moving it up, down, forwards, and backwards. A lot of different adjustments to get these seats dialed in. Over on this right side are two cup holders with a 12 volt and a little bit of storage. And for this leather wrapped armrest, if I push on this button, I can open this up where there's a removable tray, as well as a 12 volt, some auxiliaries, and a lot of storage, just depending on what you need to place in the center. You can even open this from the passenger side too, so that way they can gain access to it. The glove box has a lot more space for all that information. We'll take one last look at this interior, which is very, very beautiful. Like I mentioned earlier, this has the sunroof. You can open up that sunshade for the back seats, as well as open it up for the front seats too. This has a sunglass holder right in the middle, and then there's even some call buttons, and the dome lights are on both sides. And now as we get behind the wheel of this 2022 Lexus LS500, when you think of Lexus, you think luxury, and that is no exception with this particular model. We have so many nice materials, as you've already seen in today's video. If you're looking for something that's going to be very comfortable, quiet, and enjoyable to drive, and you want all these premium feeling materials, this is a great Lexus to go with. I like all the tech that it has too. You can turn that on and off as I already showed, but this is super nice to drive. I've put a few miles on it. It's very comfortable. It is so enjoyable to drive, and that's what I think the buyers of Lexuses obviously enjoy. They like having something that they can daily drive and be comfortable at the same time. And it's pretty cool too. I will bring this up because we get this comment a lot. There is a CD player in this Lexus, and for all of you younger viewers who just connect your phone to Bluetooth, what you can do in this model, some of the people buying this still use CDs, so it's nice that Lexus incorporates that to get those buyers to come to Lexus, obviously. So that is down below if you want to use that, or pop out a CD if you want to put it in. But you have your projection, which is how you compare your phone to this system, go through your music, go through navigation as you need to. So let's pop this into a Sport S Plus now. We'll put it back into the manual setting, so that way we can test this twin turbo V6. Pretty cool to see for a luxury vehicle like this that it actually has some power. So it will show you underneath the gear selector there what gear you're actually in, and we'll give it a little bit of gas. It's pretty smooth in those shifts too. We are up to speed all the way to 8th gear. Pretty impressive for a Lexus. Now, it's not loud. Lexus is not known for being a loud vehicle, especially for this model. You want the creature comforts of just being encased in something that's going to drown out all of the exterior sound. So the exhaust is pretty much not existent. You can hear the engine a little bit, obviously, on a downshift. You can hear the engine slightly, but there is no exhaust note for this Lexus, but it has the paddle shifters if you'd like to use those. So we are coming up to a sharp right turn. We'll test the handling for this. And surprising, it handles its weight well around that turn, just going at a normal speed. This is not a performance-oriented Lexus by any means. If you want a little bit more sporty aspects, you can go with the F Sport model. And we'll give it one more acceleration now that we have a little less traffic in front of us here. We're back up to speed. Impressive to see. And as we switch over to the POV angle now for this Lexus LS500, you can get a feel for how luxurious this model is. It's a very, very nice place to be. And we'll pop it into the manual setting again. I can twist this dial over on the right side. We can go to a Sport S and Sport S Plus. We have a few twisties. It's a little bit more straighter after this. But it's impressive with that twin turbo engine. It's got a healthy grunt to it. Definitely a good amount of power for the type of vehicle that this is. It'll put you back in your seat slightly with a mild acceleration like that. And as far as just driving this, you could definitely be a passenger in your own vehicle if you wanted to be driven around in this Lexus. You have plenty of backseat room and amenities where you could be chauffeured around. Pretty interesting to see for the price point of this, but it's that spacious, it is that comfortable. We are going to do one last acceleration for today's video. Here we go. Just like that, up to speed, no issues. And real quick, visibility is not really all that hard to see around. It's very open on the interior. Over this right shoulder, I can see around that pillar, and then a glance over my left shoulder, I can easily see out of that window. So visibility is very open, and we have that camera system too. But that's gonna wrap it up for this walk around review and test drive behind the wheel of the 2022 Lexus LS500. Once again, huge shout out to Hendrick Lexus Northlake for providing this luxurious sedan for me today. Check out their website, that info is down in the description. And if you enjoyed today's review, give it a huge thumbs up. Consider smashing that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on our daily uploads. I will see you all in the next video.